Hey guys, I'm CA Vanji student and you can call me Vanji. I cleared my CA final course in May 2019 and this is a video about what are all the study tips which I followed during my journey of Chartered Accountant course. Enjoy the journey, that is the first point which I want to tell. And the second point is always have a sport with you. So the attitude of being sportive is very important while doing Chartered Accountancy course or anything for that matter in life. Being sportive is very important. So have a sport which involves physical activity. So your health is very important when it comes to exams and all these stuff where it involves your mind also. When your body is healthy, your mind gets more oxygen and it functions well basically. So that is another thing. The third thing is never lose confidence in yourself. I would suggest some small practice which I do normally. This will give some enormous benefit to you in your life as well as in your CA course. What is it is very simple. Every morning when you wake up, just close your eyes and slowly open your mind palace and just recollect things. What are all the good things that has happened to you every day in the past? Whatever be all the happiest events of your life. Say some special anniversary, your birthday gift, you passing your 10th standard with great marks. Probably you could have been a school first in your 12th standard. Whatever, all the happy moments of your life shall just pass through in your memory. So every day begins with a happy spirit, and at the same time, with all those happiness, there will be somebody behind it all. So you should try thanking them all basically. The way I practice is normally you practice to thank your parents and your teachers and the whole universe for conspiring in favor of you in all the past successes which you had. So this will give the spirit of enjoying the success, which will automatically the universe conspires in such a way that you automatically you grasp more success towards you. So these things apart from studies, I said. Studies wise, how it works is very simple. The method I follow is this. First, you classify things based on the subjects. What are all the subjects you think you're strong in? What are all the subjects you think you should put more effort in? So classify that. First, you take the easier subjects. So you should gain confidence by completing certain things. So once you say these things are all what I've completed, if any question is asked from these areas, I'll be able to answer. That will give a lot of confidence to you. And if you are lucky enough, there will be questions from those chapters only for 80 marks also. So first know the subjects which you are confident and good at, and then prepare the index. That is basically, instead of seeing the index which is there in the book, you prepare the index stating the number of pages and how long does it take to cover that particular chapter, so that you can just identify or rank the chapters based on the number of pages and the time which it takes. So the minimum time and minimum number of pages whichever chapters have, that is the one which you should choose first, and you should go for that. Once that is ready, those are the areas which is called the sixer balls. For example, in a cricket match, somebody will be very good at playing the Yorker balls, or somebody will be very good at playing the bouncer balls, etc. Whatever. You choose your balls and then you will be very clear about what is that, and you be ready for that. Any kind of that ball which comes, it should go for the six. So this is like any question from a particular chapter, for example, amalgamation, or for example, in costing, some chapter like operation research or whatever it may be, or income tax, international taxation, whatever area it might be, but the area which you choose, certain chapters, those chapters, any question comes, it should be a sixer. So you should be able to hit it high. Utilize those areas and score your 40s. Basically, scoring the 40s is what is the primary objective, and then after that we should keep adding the additional marks to that, so that it will help us scoring higher, say exemptions or even higher. And have a little analysis basically. Of course, you should read everything, but then having this analysis helps you what will be coming in your exam. Your instinct will guide you in the right way always. So you see what is the past trend and all these things, and then you decide these are all the areas which will come in exam. In those areas, you be very confident about what and all you know and what you don't, and in those areas you just prepare well, very well actually. So that in my exams, I was lucky enough that I got many questions from this kind of analysis what I did, and so of course I cleared my Chartered Accountancy final first group in May 2018 in first attempt. So this is one of the reasons why I cleared it in the first attempt itself, because this analysis helped me a lot. I made this analysis like what was asked in the previous attempt and the attempt before that and attempt before that, and I just made the trend and I predicted certain areas alone, not the particular questions but just the areas. You just decide the area and you find out what will be asked from that and you prepare well yourself for that. If at all that is coming, it should be a 6, it should be full marks. So that is one thing. And the next thing is you should know one thing: what is the maximum marks which you can attend in your exams? What is the maximum marks which you can attend is nothing but for example, if you take FR in final, so that I don't think there will be a possibility of attending more than 90 marks in any case. If at all the paper is very easy or not not long sums, etc. Whatever. Generally, I think, or even by your own practice, you will know what is the maximum marks you can write in any paper. Be it income tax, be it indirect tax, be it FR, or be it any theory paper. You judge yourself by knowing what is the maximum marks you can write in that within the 3 hours time. So based on that, you start preparing. For example, if you are able to write 90 marks easily, then or 90 marks maximum, then you just go for preparing yourself for that 90 marks. The other 10 marks I wouldn't say is worthy, because if you are preparing at the last moment of the exams, that is the last 2 months, those crucial time, you need not waste your preparation time in few marks which you are not even going to attend. So knowing that what is the maximum marks which you can write is very helpful when you are in the crucial time of preparation, so you can focus on what area you need to actually prepare and write in the exam. So whatever you prepare, you should be able to write in the exam. That is very important. Choose the book which is easiest to you. The smaller the number of pages and the more detailed the topic is covered, that is the book which you should choose actually. If the number of pages is less in a particular book, and if you feel that the book is it is giving you the delivery of the required content out of it, I think you should go for that book, because you will not have much time to prepare as such by reading more pages. What you will be able to recollect is only the basic idea of it, and then after point it is your concepts which you remember and how you apply that. So the lesser the number of pages, it will be easy for you to revise. Revision is the very very important point, and so you should be able to identify what you will be able to revise, and only that you should be preparing on the daily basis. So preparing a particular sheet called the revision sheet. This is what I am going to revise on the last day of exam. This is what I am going to revise 1 month before that. That should be nothing but a summary version will be the last day revision thing, and a slightly detailed version of the same book only should be the 1 month before revision book. So that is about choosing the book, and you should choose the right book and do the work with that. It's about putting the smart effort. So if you put the smart effort rightly, of course you will be winning it. And consistency in your plan. Say for example, if you fix a plan, you try to choose a rule like 20 minutes a particular subject. If you feel some particular subject is dragging or boring, read it for 20 minutes. Set a timer, read whatever you can in 20 minutes. And finally coming is the test. You have to write a lot of tests. I have enrolled for almost 2 to 3 test series, and I wrote a lot of test series. And the test which I wrote only gave me it gave me the confidence, as well as it showed me which are all the areas I'm weak in. It showed me how much time it will take, and it gives you the overall idea of how it will feel when you write the exam actually. So it is about practicing your mind or training your mind to write the exam. That is what we are going to do ultimately. So write the exam and pass it through test. Do many test series. Break it. Do the RTPs and MTPs thoroughly. This is another thing. And finally, one thing which I felt is in my case, I feel studying theory subjects slightly boring, or sometimes I forget, or how to recollect is what is very important. So I use the technique of creating a memory with that particular topic. So this is where comes in a study partner. It is not like a group study, but you just choose somebody who is a study partner who is of your similar caliber, so that you just discuss with the person that particular area which you have studied the day. So he will study one topic and you will study one topic, and of course both of you will have a basic idea of this whole concept, like what are all the basic concepts in that particular area. And so you discuss that with the study partner for say 15 minutes a day or 20 minutes a day, and that should give you immense confidence in that area. And it works like this, like when I was studying, for example, whenever I go to a shop along with this fellow, and I have to pay say 240 rupees, then I suddenly ask him what is I say 240 or something like that. So this will give you a memory with that particular subject, and that creates what to say, that gives you more the clarity on the particular areas which you study. So even if you are half baked in some way, the other person may guide you or you may guide the other person. So the last thing is, so have the study partner thing, and do the consistent planning and studying, do the test, know what you want to study, and be confident. Confidence matters a lot. Be thankful to everybody and do this as a daily practice. Definitely you will feel good about it. That will definitely help you get the blessings. All those 1 mark and 5 marks and aggregate and all these things are just matter of blessings, which is lacking in many cases. And I think this is the way we gain our blessings, through we creating that attitude of thanking, and what to say, we inculcating that habit of showing our gratitude to people who help us, or generally to everybody who is involved in our life. So I thank you all for giving this opportunity to share my experience, and of course to AKS Krishnan sir, who has done a great job by doing this. Thank you so much, sir, and wish you all success.